Hey YouTube, welcome to Craig's Eliquid Reviews. Today we're going to go over a new Subohm tank. It's called the Artcic tank by Artcic. This tank has 0.2 ohm heads, 0.2 ohm coil heads. This coil head will go from 30 watts to 100 watts. Yeah, 100 watts. It also comes with a coil head, a 0.5 coil head. And that will go up to 80 watts. So, we're going to dive down deep, up close and personal, check it out, show you guys what it's all about. Artcic tank, Artcic. Okay guys, what we have here is the Artcic tank by Artcic. Excuse me. As you can see, the package is awful similar to the Spire Atlantis. The box, clamshell box as we're used to. And on the front you can see that we have a bottom turbine dual coil, and inside this package we have it checked as we have a 0.2 ohm coil and a 0.5 ohm coil. Okay. On the side we have a authenticity sticker. A diagram of how to take it apart and fill it. You have your diagram of the parts, and then you have some information here that's pretty important about the cantho wire, the stainless they're using, and then the power. The power it takes to operate this sub-tank is, I think it takes at least 30 amps. So make sure you have a mod with at least 30 amps before you try to operate this. Inside you got your unit, your other extra coil. This is the 0.5 ohm coil, so the 0.2 ohm coil is already installed. Comes wrapped. You see the wicking grooves there are huge. That's because inside here the coils, the dual coils, are stacked one on top of each other. So you have two coils, one here and one here. So that's why the wicking is so long. And because of the 0.2 and the type of power you can pull through this, it needs to wick as much as possible, as quickly as possible. So put that in there, take the tank out. We'll see if there is anything else in the box. I don't think there is anything else in here. I don't think you get anything else. Nope, just that. So, put that back, put the coil back. The tank itself, here you have it. You see this nice wide bore drip tip. This tank is 48 millimeters tall, 22 millimeters wide, or diameter. It holds approximately 3.5 milliliters of liquid. And it does have a stainless 510 pin. It is not spring loaded. It is not adjustable. So be careful with that. You see that you have plenty of airflow here. All the airflows are the same, and you just adjust it by how much you want to have there. Just keep in mind that when you set one, you're also setting the other three as well. Okay. And I have heard that this top comes off because when you fill it, you take it apart here. Set that aside there. When you fill it through these little sides through here. And I've heard that you can get a dropper in there, but it is a little bit tough, but you can do it. A bottle with a dripper bottle would be much easier to get the liquid down in there. However, I have heard, I don't know this for sure, but I have heard that this top comes off, and after you fill it through the bottom, put your bottom back on, then you can take the top off and you can top it off through the top somehow. I haven't confirmed that, and I don't know that to be true. So it's just something I've heard on a different review. You can see what the coil looks like here inside, pretty wide open. And then there again, you got your really long, wide open wicking slots on the side. Coil goes in the same way as the Aspires, pretty much. Anything else that we're used to. I hope that's focusing well for you. Hope I got it in the screen. Okay, there's the coil. So screw that in just like normal. Make sure you get that in there good and tight. And remember, when you fill this up, always pre-soak the coil inside there, okay? Put several drops in there. You might want to put 6 or 7 drops in a coil this big. And if it goes down through the center, that's okay. Just blow it down through there and let it soak in. And put some on the sides here and here. And that will keep you from burning out your coil as soon as you put it on your mod. Hate to do that. As soon as you put a brand new coil on, you burn it right out. So, fill it up with juice, put your bottom back on, and you're ready to go. You see the drip tip is pretty wide bore there on the bottom. Of course, it's extremely large on the top. Okay, anything else while we're down here? Not that I can think of. Having that much airflow, once again, I think is going to beat out anything that's out there. Definitely beats out the sub tank, and I know it's got more airflow than the Atlantis. So there you have that. So let's fill it up with some liquid and take it up top and vape it. Drawing off this. It's going to need to wick some up, I think, there. Close the air holes up and try to wick some up, see if we see any air bubbles. Do not want to keep firing that thing if it's dry. Okay. So, okay, we are, like I said, 20 watts. Let's see what happens. It would help if I open those back up a little. Okay, the airflow is quite substantial, to say the least. Not getting a lot off of it though. I think I need to crank it up. I just don't want to start it out too high. Let's go up to 30. 30 watts. Yep, sorry about that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yep. Really good flavor. Okay, let's push it to 40. 40 watts. Yeah, that's with the air holes still a third way open. Let's go halfway open. Wow. Okay, let's go all the way open. Air holes all the way open. Okay. 40 watts. Wow. You could breathe through that if you were underwater, I think. Wow. Okay. We're going to push it all the way up to 50. That's all I got to give it, and that's where we're going to give it. We're going to give it all 50 watts I got and see what it is. It can handle it. Let's see what that's reading down here. I'm reading 0.3 ohms on here, so it might be just a tad bit over. So I don't know if you can see that. So there you have that. Either my eye stick isn't completely accurate or that coil is a little bit off. But at 50 watts, the power, the flavor, it's just like it was at 20. I mean, I think they went with the name Arctic because it just keeps it cool with that much airflow. Doesn't allow it to really get hot. So there you have it. I wouldn't typically vape that high anyway. I would probably typically vape this around 30, I'm guessing. So let's go down to 30 and see. 30 watts with the airflow wide open. Let's see what we got there. And that's just with a regular draw. Now if I try to suck in a lot, I suppose we can see what we can do there with 30 watts. I could have kept going. I mean, it was going to give me all I could take. It's not getting dry. I think at the end of that, towards the end of that hit, and that was a long draw, it was starting just to get a little bit dry, but not too much. Okay, there you have it, folks. The Arctic tank from Horizon Tech. Okay, pretty nice tank. $39.95. That's what I paid for mine. There's different prices out there. I've seen them advertised for a little bit lower, seen them a little bit higher. So there you go. Okay, that's all I had for today. So the Arctic tank from Horizon Tech. I'd have to say it's a pretty good tank. Probably one of the better ones I have. I like to do mouth to lung hits off of my tanks usually. So I'm not much of a lung hitter all the time. So I'm going to close that down. See what close that down to about 1/3. Yeah, if you're a mouth to lung hitter, I'm not sure this would be a good tank. Let's try to stick a different drip tip on there and see if that makes any difference. Take a drip tip off of a sub tank. Doesn't look too bad on there, does it? Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. I guess if you put a drip tip on there, it's not such a wide bore. Probably okay with some mouth to lung hits. You probably close this down a little bit more even. Yeah, not too bad. I'd say it's more of a tank, and all these sub tanks really are basically for lung hitters. But with the sub tank and the Atlantis, you can set them to where you can get a pretty good mouth to lung hit. This is kind of hard to get a good setting for a mouth to lung hit. You can do it. It's just if you have a sub tank or an Atlantis, you'll know what I'm talking about. And this is a little bit looser than the tightest draw that you can get off of those. So anyway, so that's it for today. Just want to show you guys the Arctic tank from Horizon Tech. Okay? Alright. So until next time, have a vape day and peace out.